I'm Shelly and you're watching It's the Experience with Shelly. In today's video, we're going to do my first Halloween haul of the season. This is a cumulative haul of items that I've just collected from an estate sale and several trips to the Goodwill. They have started putting out a few items at my local Goodwills, and I've managed to find a few. They're not as good as the items that I've been collecting throughout the past year because I've been able to be a little more selective when I go to estate sales, and there hasn't been a lot to choose from. So what I have picked has been the best of what my options were. And I think I can do some good things with them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. The first one is just a regular jack-o'-lantern. It still has the instructions and everything on it, and it was $4 at the Goodwill. Then my next item, it shows to be vintage when I do the Google image search, and it does have a sticker on the back still, and it shows that it was made in Cleveland, Ohio, and it was $2.29. And to me, this looks very 1990s. Then I found this little stack of witches. I think it'll be cute to use in a vignette. It was $3.99, so I did pay up for it. I think this is maybe one of my most expensive items. Then I found this little ghost, and the Google search shows that it's from the 80s. And this cat, it says that it is from the 50s, and it is for a desk organizer. I guess you put envelopes here and a pen there, and I don't really know what this is for unless it's for paper clips. If you know, please leave a comment in the description box and let me know what this could possibly be for. But I think it's going to be fabulous. I'm going to put a postcard right here, maybe a vintage postcard, and use it in my vignette. It needs to be cleaned up. It is pretty dirty, but it was $4.99 and it was at the Goodwill. Then I found these two items at the Goodwill, two different Goodwills, still in the original packaging for Halloween ornaments, Wilton, $2.29, and this one is still in the original packaging, and it was also $2.29. And I'm going to use them as bowl filler. Found this jack-o'-lantern. It was $2.29, and it is like ceramic. It looks like it must have been on a stick at some point, a longer stick, but it's broken off, but I don't really care. I think I can do something cute with this. And I found this little votive holder for $1.99, and another one just like it, just a different scene. And I found another one of these already, so now I have a set of 3 that I can put together. So $1.99. This little ghost mug, it was also $1.99. It was at the Goodwill. It doesn't have any information on it at all, but I think it's cute and it'll look good in a vignette. This little bowl, it's from the 90s, and it says it's Department 56, and it still has its original tag and everything on it. And it was $5 at an estate sale. This mug, it says The Great Pumpkin, and it is Ray Dunn, and it was a Peanuts. Found this candle. It's brand new from At Home. Shows that it was $7.99, and they had it marked $1.49. And then I got this just as filler around the house somewhere, $2. found these. They're just placemats. I'm just going to use them for texture on a tablescape. There's 8 of them in here, and they were $3.99. This shows to be from the 90s, and it's a placemat, and it's 2-sided, and there's 4 of them here. So I got the whole set. This just seems like something from my childhood. I figure I can use them for something, probably this way as a backdrop somewhere. And they were $3.99 at the Goodwill. This is a corsage made by the Hallmark Company, and it doesn't have a year on it, but it does say Hallmark, and it was $8 originally, and I got it for $1.49. I'm probably going to use this in a wreath or something. I'm not going to wear it as a corsage. This wreath frame, it's brand new. It still has the tag on it and everything. It shows that it came from Hobby Lobby, and it was originally $7, and I got it for $4.29. But it had a percentage off. I don't remember how much. It was probably $2. And then this 90s little pumpkin. It's the parachute pants top. It was at my Goodwill, and it was $1.99. Found this also at the Goodwill for $3.99, and it doesn't say where, but it looks very 90s, and I'm going to style it with my 90s section. And then this is a homemade item. I guess it's a body pillowcase, but somebody made it at home because the stitching is stitched from a sewing machine at home, and there is no serging on the edge, so I know that it wasn't mass produced because of the way it was stitched. But it's just the cutest, and it wasn't very much. It was $3. So I'm gonna probably, I don't know, I think it's gonna go on my bed. I think I'm gonna put it on my bed and use it just to spruce up my bedroom, because I don't decorate in there, but my bedroom stuff is all a neutral color, and it'll just give me a little bit of Halloween in there, just a little fun. And then I got this bag. Got this, I'm down to this and one more item, and it was just a grab bag, and it was $1.99. And I've been wanting some of these vintage, and these say they were made in Connecticut, Danbury, Connecticut. I've been wanting some of these paper treat bags, so I was really excited when I found these paper ones. And I think I'm going to put something in them and fold them down and staple them, and then use them as bowl filler. And then it included these 4 homemade magnets is what they have them as. They glued on a magnet on the back, but these were homemade. These are not mass produced or anything. Somebody DIY'd these, and I'm going to probably use them as bowl filler because I don't need them as a magnet. And then there was this one in there. It's also a magnet. And then there were 4 of these, and I remember these from my childhood. Oh, there's 5 of them. I thought there was only 4. And these are truly vintage. And they each have a little word beside them. I had forgotten all about them until I saw the bag. But they just sit around. They all have a little hat on them, and their eyes are all a little different. Their feet are sticky. If you take the little tag off, it's sticky, and you would just stick it somewhere around. And then this one says boo. And Your Bewitching. Okay, and then my final item isn't really Halloween, but I'm going to use it as Halloween. I was at the Goodwill and I came across this ribbon, and it's Child's wired ribbon, and it says that it was originally $38 and it was $6.99 and was green, and it had a percentage off. So I haven't decided if I'm going to use it. I probably am going to use my wreath form, and this wreath with some orange and black ribbon to try to make some kind of a wreath out of it using this ribbon. So that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed my first Halloween vlog of the season. This is, like I said in the beginning, this is not any indication of what my Halloween decor is going to be like, what my Halloween hauls are going to be like. This is literally just things I picked up over the last week as my Goodwill and several Goodwills within driving distance have dropped. And then that one estate sale that I went to. So as I collect my stuff throughout the year, I put it in a box and I have it stored away, and I haven't gotten any of that out to shoot videos to show y'all. So my plan is to do 31 videos of Halloween, and today is my first one. They're not going to be 31 consecutive days. There's just going to be 31 Halloween themed videos that will go up between now and October 31st. They are not going to be spooky, creepy, evil, or any kind of Halloween like that. It's strictly going to be 50s through the 90s. That is the Halloween that I love. I was born in the 70s, so anything that my parents or my grandparents may have decorated with or I would have seen, that's what I'm drawn to. I'm drawn to things that I would have remembered through my childhood. And then I like the 90s because that's when my kids were little and I would have decorated, and that brings nostalgia to me too, because I would have decorated for them and used these kind of items. So pretty much, mostly it's going to be 60s through the 90s. It's going to be oranges and blacks and whites, and it's just going to be very colorful. So please leave me a comment in the description box below and let me know what your favorite item was, or if you know what this might have been used for on the kitty. And if you know anything about maybe how old these treat sacks might be, or if you remember any of this stuff from your life. So I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for your continued support of my channel. I say this all the time, I have a whole lot of content coming up between now and the end of the year, and I would really love if you would like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and come back for more videos.